Okay, so now we're being recorded. So we're up on the screen. You'll see we have the for sale by owner script, and then and the legend there. It's got a lot of things, right? So it's got the P. So if you look at the bottom of the page, and this script book is on our website. So if you go to aubreyandAssociates.com, agents.aubreyandAssociates.com, and you search the word scripts, then you'll find the script book. You'll get this page. So there's a daily tracking. There's a weekly tracking, there's a lead sheet, and then there's the scripts of Baroque music and the script book. So, excuse me, on this page, so we have the for sale by owner, and if you see in this legend, it has the P, that means point to yourself. When you're on the phone, you want to say, when it has the P, you want to point to yourself, you know, and then you want to make sure you're smiling. You want to be smiling when you're on these phone calls, right? So there's always an introduction, right? You have an introduction, and then you go into the kind of the qualifying question. So it starts off with, hi, I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the owner? Remember, is this the owner? You go downswing, right? Is this the owner? You go, is this the owner? And they say, yes, great. My name is Rob Aubrey, and you could say, you know, you need to identify yourself. I'm a real estate agent. I work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the area, and I was wondering, how can I help you? And they say, bring me a buyer. Excellent. So, okay, bring you a buyer. Excellent. Thanks for thinking about that. Or, you know, if they say you can't. So you say, well, let me ask you, how much time will you take before you'll consider interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home? And they say 2 to 3 weeks. Say, excellent. So what has to happen before you'll consider hiring a powerful agent like myself for the job of selling your home? And they say more time. You say, okay, perfect. So parentheses is really repeating what they're saying. That's kind of like their answer. And so remember, when we role play, we follow the script. We reply what's in the script. We don't go deviate from the script because this is a role play. So, and then now look where they're going. And they're going to why, where, and when, right? So why did you decide to sell this home? A job transfer, terrific. So where will you be moving to? Oh, LA, good for you. So how soon you have to be there? You're going to be there in 30 days. Excellent. So how long have you owned this home? 10 years, right? How did you determine your sales price? You know, other agents or whatever. So so that's an old script, other agents. But nowadays it could be Zillow, it could be this or that, right? So, and you say, fantastic. What methods are you using for marketing your home? And they'll say, and so signs and ads, you can tell how old that script is, right? So they'll say they have a website and they got a sign or things like that, whatever it is. So are you prepared to adjust your price down when you're working with a buyer? And they say, well, within reason. Okay, terrific. So why did you decide to sell yourself rather than list with a real estate agent? And they say, save the commission. Great. If you were to list, which agent would you list with? And they say, well, I have none in mind. Or optional, if they say, you know, if they name an agent, then you say, well, how did you happen to pick that agent? And you do ever so slight, like, doubt drop, like a doubt. So how did you happen to pick that agent? You see, when I asked that question at the end, I did an upswing, right? So when I do it, how did you happen to pick that agent? You know, downswing. Downswing command. So now I'm causing, like, doubt. And they say, you know, in the yellow period, whatever, right? Excuse me. So if you were to list your home, what would you expect an agent to do to sell your home? And they just say, sell your house? Great. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell your home? You're kidding. That's exactly why we need to get together. Let's set an appointment, right? So you see how that goes. So scripts, all scripts typically have a introduction, a pre-qual setup, right? A series of pre-qualification questions, and then close for the appointment. So now the odds are great if you're live on a FSBO call, that the odds are great that you're not going to set an appointment the first day. And especially if it's the first day, they hit the market, right? So, but what you're looking for, you know, if you're not getting the appointment, you want to be noting the why, when, and where, because you want to determine if they're a highly motivated for sale by owner that you want to follow up with them, right? These are motivated people, or they can be. They can be highly motivated. And so the why, when, and where is so important, right, for you to grasp. So if you don't close to the appointment, at least you get the why, when, and where, and then you can determine, well, that will determine how you follow up with them, right? So who wants to be the agent? I will be the partner. I will be the role play partner and be the for sale by owner. So who wants to go first? Well, Richard, you're the one that brought it up, so you go first.
Okay. Hi, I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the owner?
It is.
Hey, great. My name is Richard, and I'm a real estate agent. I work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the area, and I was wondering, how can I help you?
How can I help you?
Yeah, how can I help you?
Well, bring me a buyer.
All right, a buyer. Excellent. Rob, thanks for thinking about that. Let me ask you, how much time will you take before you consider interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home?
Maybe 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks. All right, excellent. What has to happen before you consider hiring a powerful agent like myself for the job of selling your home?
Well, if we're not sold, if we're not sold in more time, then we'll consider hiring an agent.
All right. Okay. Perfect. Rob, why did you decide to sell this home?
I have a job transfer.
Job transfer. Terrific. Where will you be moving to?
We're moving to L.A.
L.A. Good for you. Rob, how soon do you have to be there?
Well, I need to be there in 30 days.
30 days. Excellent. Rob, how long have you owned this home?
Oh, we've been here 10 years.
10 years. Great. Super. How did you determine your sales price?
Well, we had some agents send us a CMA, and then we looked at the price on Zillow.
Okay. Fantastic. Rob, what methods are you using to market your home?
Well, we have it on Zillow, and then and then we have some other ads, some web ads, and then we have a sign out there.
Okay, so Zillow, web ads, and a sign. All right, excellent. Rob, are you prepared to adjust your price down when working with a buyer?
Within reason.
All right, good, terrific. Why did you decide to sell yourself rather than list with a real estate agent?
Well, I wanted to save the commission.
Save the commission, great. If you were to list, which agent would you list with? Any in mind?
Stick to the script.
Yep.
So I have none in mind.
If you were to list, which agent would you list with?
Well, I have none in mind.
None in mind. Okay, fantastic. If you were to list, Rob, what would you expect an agent to do to sell your home?
Well, I just expect them to sell the house.
Sell the house. Great. Rob, are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
I'm not.
Really? You're kidding. That's exactly why we need to get together. Rob, let's make an appointment today. Which would be the best time to show you? 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow or Tuesday?
5 at Tuesday.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you then, and have a good day.
Okay, thank you. So, excuse me. So, you see how simple that is. Just walk through it, right? When you're role playing, just stick to the script. Don't add anything. You have to learn the patterns. Okay, the pattern of that script it's like most script, right? Most scripts have the pattern. They start off with an introductory, right? Hi, my name's Rob. I'm an agent. How can I help you? And then they start off with, then it goes into the qualifying. Then you go in for the closing for the appointment. So, and when you role play, you have to stick to it so that over and over and over and over, so that when you actually get live on the phone with somebody, you don't deviate. So now they're going to take you off script because they're not going to follow the script verbatim the way I do. So when they do take you off script, you just get, you use the script to get you back on track. The script is a roadmap. The roadmap is designed to get you to close for the appointment. It's that simple, right? But we're also finding out why, when, and where. So based on why, when, and where, what are your thoughts, Richard?
Well, it responds to all of those questions, the why, when, and where.
Okay.
Or would you use this same script when you're doing door-to-door?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely. I mean,
okay.
It's the same thing. And then you get set the appointment. Let's see. I can make 10 a.m. So, yeah, it's the same script, Now, obviously, you can't be doing all the karate chops and everything while you're face-to-face.
Oh, no.
Right?
No, I understand that.
And don't be afraid to have a little checklist of a 3x5 card in your hand to have the list of questions. But the list of questions are what? What are the questions that we're trying to find out?
Why, when, and where?
Why, when, and where, right? So based on the role play we just did and the answers you received, what are your thoughts?
Well, it answers all three of the questions. What we specifically asked.
The guy's highly motivated, right?
Yeah.
He's selling his house, right? So it's not a question of if he sells his house. He is selling his house. He's moving out of state in 30 days.
Right.
So now he said 2 or 3 weeks. So 2 or 3 weeks. So you heard 2 or 3 weeks. So what should you do to follow up with him? When should you call this guy? Today's Monday.
Well, I'd be calling Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah, or knocking on his door today.
Right.
So if somebody's moving in 30 days, they're so live, it's pathetic. Right? I mean, they're live. They're just shark bait. So remember, you're not the only guy that calls. So there are highly competitive agents out there that are calling on this guy too. And if a highly competitive agent or highly skilled agent hears 30 days, he's moving in 30 days. I mean, I would be going for the appointment because personally, I mean, my skill set is such that he would have told me, in 30 days, I would have been, holy crap. You do realize it could take about 30 to 60 days to get even 90 days to get a home closed in this market. Did you know that? So that comes from one of the other scripts, right? And so, so that's just by knowing all the scripts. So when somebody gave me a 30-day answer like that, I'm going to pull that script from that line from one of the other scripts, and I'm going to say, you do realize it could take up to, maybe 60 or 90 days to get a home closed in this market, right? No, I thought homes were selling fast. Well, they can sell fast, but 30 days is to get you closed in 30 days. So let's do this. Let's set an appointment today so I can come take a look at your home to give you my opinion. Okay, which is better for you? Would today at 4 or 5 be better? I mean, I would start closing for this guy right off the bat. Now, that's me because of my skill set. But I want you to get to that level, right? So you stick to the scripts. You've got to learn the scripts. You got to learn the scripts. You got to learn the scripts. Now that line I use, you do realize it could take 30 or 60 or 90 days. That may not be on this script page, but it is part of the script. So it is one of the scripts from one of the other books or one of the other scripts. I forget which one it is. So, or how soon would you? I think it's on the just listed. So, but you could pull those out and just use that line and start going right for the close. Now, sometimes it's, when you got to have the right skills though to go to that and enough practice. But in the meantime, you stick to the script and you go through it. So, does anybody else want to do the role play?
I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay, who's this?
This is Vonda.
Yeah, thank you, Vonda. So go ahead. I'll be the agent, Vonda, and stick to the script. Do not add anything. Just if you have to read it, I don't care. But just stick to the script. Okay?
Okay.
Start off with ring, ring.
Hi. Ring. Hi. I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the owner?
It is.
Great. This is Vonda. I'm a real estate agent with
Yeah, don't call Aubrey. Just say
Okay.
I'm a real estate agent. Move on.
Okay. I'm a real estate agent. I work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the area and was wondering, how can I help you?
Oh, bring me a buyer.
Excellent. Thanks for thinking about that. Let me ask you, how much time will you take before you will consider interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home?
Oh, 2 to 3 weeks.
What has to happen before you will consider hiring a powerful agent like myself for the job of selling your home?
Well, we'd have to have more time go by. If we don't have it sold in a few weeks, then we'll consider hiring an agent.
Perfect.
Listen, when you're supposed to repeat, and so when I stick to the script, you have to repeat. So in the parentheses is what you're repeating.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So it's repeat and affirm. So it's more time. Perfect.
Okay. So more time. Perfect. Why did you decide to sell this home?
So, well, I have a job transfer.
A job transfer. Terrific. Where will you be moving to?
I'm moving to LA.
LA. Good for you. How soon do you have to be there?
Well, I have to be there in 30 days. My job starts in 30 days.
Oh, your job starts in 30 days. Excellent. So how long have you owned this home?
About 10 years we've been here.
10 years. It's a good time. Super. How did you determine your sales price?
Well, we had other agents send us over some sold comps.
Okay, so other agents. Fantastic. What methods are you using for marketing your home?
Well, we have signs. We have a sign, and we have some ads online.
Signs and ads. Okay, online. Can I question further here? Using what?
No, you got to stay.
What online
stick with
services? Just stay with the
script.
Okay. Excellent. Are you prepared to adjust your price down when you're working with a buyer?
Well, within reason.
Within reason. Terrific. Why did you decide yourself rather than list with a real estate agent? Why did you decide to sell yourself? Oh, great. Save the commission. If you were to list, which agent would you list with?
Well, we don't have any in mind at this time.
Fantastic. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
You skipped one.
Did I?
You skipped 10.
If you were to list, what would you expect an agent to do? To sell your home?
Well, just get my house sold.
Get your house sold. That's great. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes?
I'm not.
No? You're kidding. That's exactly why we need to get together. Let's make an appointment today. Which would be the best time for you to show? 5 p.m. or 6?
6 would be better.
Great. I'll see you then.
Okay. So obviously when you're not, when they're not fluid in your mind, it's a little clunky, I guess, for the lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. But as you role play and as you practice these and as you listen to the scripts on Baroque music, they will become fluid in your mind. And when they become fluid in your mind, then you will be able to focus on how they're behaving. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to understand the scripts so well and to know the script so well that you do not have to think about what it is you're going to say. When you have to think about what it is you're going to say, you're at a disadvantage. So because now they're going to have to think about what to say, and you don't have to. You have the advantage. So you have to internalize these scripts. You have to stick to the script. The only way you're going to internalize them is to role play and to use them verbatim and listen to the script to Baroque music. I'm telling you, I role played these every day for years. I listened to that script tape for years, for a couple of years, literally a couple of years. That's the only thing I listened to. So I listened to that tape over and over and over. I'd wear the tape out, and I'd have to, I made recordings of them back when you actually had tapes in a car. So I went to my first productivity school 21 years ago. And I called and I called and I called and I called and I called. My coach told me that he never knew anybody that made as many calls as I did without going on an appointment. Right? Not a record I was proud of. So, but one day it just clicked, and I started to get very good at it. But I was also competing against a lot of people. So you just have to learn to build rapport, and we're going to talk about more and more on that kind of stuff as the weeks go by. So anyway, but great job, Richard, and great job, Vonda. So great job for just stepping up, putting yourself out there in front of your peers, and just doing it. That's how you get it done. If you're not willing to role play in front of your peers, you're going to have a real hard time making calls. So now there's other ways of doing business by making calls, but they're expensive. They cost money. Excuse me. They cost a lot of money. But the truth is, when you spend money to get calls, to get leads, you still got to pick up the phone. Hello. You can't do deals without ever picking up the phone. So even if you get web leads that are, and it could be anywhere from 2 days to a year out, 2 days to 2 years, you still had to get on the phone and talk to them. Well, at least this way here, we're actually calling people that have identified themselves that want to sell their home. So let's do tomorrow. Let's do the expired script tomorrow. Okay, so while we're on this FSBO and expired, to me they're the same category. And then I'm not sure if Debbie's been updating. That's something I'm going to work with her today to make sure that the FSBOs and expireds are updated. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. So does anybody have any questions?
I think so.
So if no questions, I'm going to go. I'm going to prepare for our 9 a.m. productive agent call. So and then we'll go for and then we'll all go about our day. Okay. Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you getting on the call. Love you guys. Just remember, talk to somebody.
Thank you.